that brings us to 7:52 at KNEB. It's time for News Extra, been brought to you by First State Bank. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. We're going to talk about something I know very little about, but I'm going to learn a lot this morning, and maybe you folks will as well. We're going to talk about square dancing with Lucky Kochenauer and Marianne Hessler this morning. And welcome, first of all. Lucky, you are here because you've got some square dancing classes you've started, right?
Yes, Kevin. Thank you for having us this morning.
Oh, you bet. No problem. All right. Tell us about your square dancing classes.
Where to start?
Well, you need people to square dance. That's the first thing, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right. So isn't that the kind of the reason why you're going to do it?
Yes, we're spreading the word. First of all, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there, including yourself, that's not aware that square dancing is the American folk dance. It was finally proclaimed by Congress in the early 80s as being the American folk dance. Has many benefits to it, social, physical, mental. It's a wonderful activity.
Yeah. And I would imagine people that square dance can eat up some calories pretty good when you're square dancing for most of the night, huh?
Look how fit Marianne is.
Yeah, she's pretty fit. I'll have to give you that. Okay, so your classes are basically to get some more people interested in square dancing, right?
You bet. We can always use more people. The more the merrier.
All right. So when are your classes?
On Tuesday evenings at 7 o'clock.
Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock over at Oddfellows Hall?
Yes, 8th and N Street in Gering.
All right. How long are your classes?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so from 7 to 9. And do they have to have any experience at all?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You can start them from scratch.
Yes.
Okay. Would you prefer it? It's probably better if you start them from scratch. That way you can teach them everything you know, right?
That doesn't take long.
It doesn't take long.
No, we really don't care. We love having people back that's been away from the activity for a while. This happens pretty commonly. People get their children into high school or even junior high, and they become active in sports. The parents drop out of square dancing for a few years because the children, of course, have to take priority. Mm-hmm. Those years are gone all too soon. And then we welcome them back into square dancing.
Okay. All right. So hopefully that's the case with these classes. Now we have Marianne here, and we're going to talk to her right after this break because she and Bill started square dancing about 12 years ago. We'll talk to Marianne right after this.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I don't know. Just tell me why you do it and what you enjoy about it. And all that kind of stuff.
As long as I know where.
Yeah, you're a pretty chatty gal. I don't think it'll be a problem.
And we're here to help you grow. First State Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
We are back on News Extra, and we're talking to Lucky Kochenauer and Marianne Hessler, and we're discussing square dancing this morning, and Lucky's got some classes that he's started over at the Oddfellows Hall at 8th and N Street, Tuesdays at 7 o'clock, and you can take those classes for a couple hours, learn how to square dance. They're trying to get more people involved. Now, Marianne, you and Bill started out, about 12 years ago, right?
That's right. In 2001, we started square dancing.
All right.
And we've been dancing ever since. It has totally changed our lives.
Yeah.
It has just given us a lot of physical activity. We've met so many really nice people. It's something to do to get away from the television and get up and be active. And that's what we've tried to do. Bill had some medical issues back in 2000.
Yeah, I remember.
So that's when we decided we need to get off the chair. And so we did. We got up and we started dancing, and we've just been everywhere. In fact, this last weekend we were down at Hastings. We went to state convention, and a little bit ago I was listening to Lucky talk about how many lessons he needed. There was a little gal in our square. The neat thing about square dancing is you get people that you've never met before, don't have any idea who they are. 4 couples join your square, and they are just strangers to you. So you go around and you greet each person real quick before the dance starts. And there was a little gal in our square. She's probably 15, 16 years old, cute as a button, all dressed up in her little dress, and her hair is all done, and she was just smiling ear to ear. She was so cute. So I asked her how long she'd been dancing. She said 12 weeks. Excuse me. 12 weeks is not a very long time, but she never missed a lick. She was great.
She's pretty good, huh?
She was really good. It was just fun, and she smiled ear to ear the whole time she was up there. She just was having a ball. And that's the good thing about square dancing, is that you have a ball. You know, wherever you go, whoever you're with, they're not strangers very long.
Yeah. So how long does it take to get as good as, you said this gal had only been dancing 12 weeks and she was pretty good already. Does it take a little longer than that normally to kind of learn how to do it?
Depends on how young you are.
Yeah. Yeah, young ones tend to learn new stuff a little easier, right?
Yeah, they do. But it takes a while, but it's good. And they're all different levels of dancing. You can do mainstream or plus. You can do more advanced classes, and they have those other places. We travel all over. We've traveled the 4-state area. We've been to, well, all over Colorado and Nebraska. We're going to Montana next weekend and dance in Billings. We have some special friends up there that have been hounding us to come, so we're going. It's just fun. And
Well, see, that's good. Like you say, you meet other people and...
oh, yeah.
Yep.
We dance in Arizona. We dance every day down there. We want to stay really fit.
So it sounds like fun.
It is. It's an absolute ball. It's totally changed our lives.
Yeah, that's good.
So I would encourage anybody who wants to do something different to get up, leave the TV, shut it off, and go find a place
And
to
there's
dance.
no cost. There's very little cost to it, if any. Just
Well,
the traveling, right? Basically.
Well, it costs a little bit to get in. I think maybe $4 or $5 to get in. But
Far less than a movie.
$4 or $5. And almost anybody can afford that.
that's right. It's not very expensive,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it's worth it. You don't get much. You don't get much for 2 hours of entertainment.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, for that kind of money
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Yeah. There's no question about it. All right, Lucky. Once again, explain. If people want to get into these classes, they just show up on Tuesdays. Is that right? Over at the
Well,
Oddfellows Hall.
Yes, Kevin, we'd encourage them to show up this evening if at all possible. Of course, we can only keep classes open for a certain length of time because we have to start over with the new people each time. As I say, anyone that would like to come join in with us, I would encourage you to show up this evening. We will probably keep class open for another week if the attendance is there. We have a nice class going now, but we always encourage more people to show up.
All right, at 8th and N tonight, 8th and N Street over in Gering, the Oddfellows Hall, 7 o'clock tonight. And if they want to talk to you about this, what's your number real quick?
My number is 436-4640. If I don't happen to be at home, please leave a message and I'll get right back to you.
All right. Okay, very good.
Thank you, Kevin. It was wonderful of you to have us this morning.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
It was good being here.
Yeah,
Good to
thank
see
you.
guys.